Hi and welcome to today's OSLIS Gale training. I'm Kate Weber and I'll be your tour guide. In the past few sessions we've explored the in-context databases, including searching and accessibility features. Today we're going to stick with those and we're going to look at various ways to save and share the resources that you find in the databases, including the ability to save to your Google Drive or to share via Google Classroom. So please remember that anything you learn in one in-context database, you're going to be able to transfer to another in-context database. In the past we have used student resources in context as our example, but today we're going to change it up a little bit and go to U.S. history in context. Once I'm in here, I'm going to do a quick search. That will bring me to a results page, and I can choose anything on this page, click on it. And if this seems like something that I'm going to want to use or reference later, there are lots of different ways to save and share it. Most of them are over here on the right-hand side of the page. And we're going to spend small amounts of time on a lot of different ones and a little bit more time on a few bigger ones. So the first one is citation tools. I can click there, and this shows me the citation in the different formats. But the important thing about the citation is this enormous, ugly link. And I can copy and paste that somewhere, and anytime I go back to that and paste it into a browser window, it's going to bring me right back to this exact resource. I can also email the resource. I can send it to myself or to someone else, though it will only be accessible if the person I'm sending it to also has a subscription to this resource. I can print it if I want to interact with it in that way. I can also save it to something internal here called My Folder, and that's really only useful if I only want to save it while I'm in here today in this session, or if I'm signed in with my Google account. And I can sign in with my Google account by clicking right there, but I'm going to take you in a different way to show you how to sign in. And that way is this thing I want to spend a little bit more time on, and that's the download feature. And I can download it as a PDF or HTML and maybe print that out or save it if I wanted to. But we're going to today look at how to save it to your Google Drive. So I've got that clicked. I'm going to click download. Prompts me to sign into my Google account because I haven't yet. And then you'll see up here that I am currently signed in with my Google account, and then I get the notice that the document has been downloaded. So I'll click OK, and if I just want to check for that myself, I can come into my Drive. And the database that we're in today, again, is U.S. History in Context, and so I'm going to scroll down in alphabetical order. And you see this orange folder here, and that folder has been created when I click on that I want to download something from that database. It's only going to create one folder the first time you do it, so you're not going to be in here with 50 folders every time you download something. But I can go into this folder and see everything that I have downloaded and when I downloaded it from that particular database. And if I click on it, ta-da! This is the full resource that I downloaded, and it also includes a citation. And once you have it in there, you can do all kinds of things to it. You can comment, you can make notes, you can share it with someone, although technically you could share it with anyone in the world. We do ask that you only share it with people who also have access to the databases so that we remain legal through our contract. I should also mention that if I'm in here and have made any kind of notes or highlights here in the database, whatever I do in here is also going to go with that downloaded article as long as I've done it before I downloaded it. And then the last thing we really want to focus on here is another Google tool, and it is Google Classroom. And you may recognize this logo up here at the top of the page. When I hover over it, it tells me that is the link to share to Classroom. So I'm going to click on it. It knows who I am because I've already signed in. And then it's going to take me through some prompts. So it wants to know what class I want to share it with. And then it wants an action. So we'll just create an assignment. It wants a title for the assignment. And then instructions. So these are optional. I'm not going to put anything in now, but it's probably best practice to add some instructions. So I'll assign that. It tells me it has been posted to my class. I can trust that it has actually been posted to my class, but if I actually want to see that posting, I can click View here. That takes me to the classroom that I saved it to. And then here is the actual assignment that my kids are going to see. And I can click on that. And look here, it brought me right to the resource that I shared with the classroom, which is great. That way your kids aren't in there fumbling around and you are certain that they're actually getting to what you want them to get to. And the other thing I want to point out about that tool is that I could go straight up to my U.S. History and Context homepage. You notice the link is still there. So I could share this to my classroom with a much less scaffolded assignment as far as, you know, go in here and search for something. Or you'll notice that it's also on the results page here. I can share this page, which again is another level of scaffolding if I want them to choose something from sort of a curated list. I can share this page instead, and this is where it's going to take them. Or again, like we did at the beginning, it'll take them straight to a particular article. So that wraps up our final lesson on the in-context databases. Next time we'll begin focusing on the Learning Express Library database, which is totally different. It provides access to practice tests for tests like the SAT, ACT, AP tests, GED, career exams, lots of stuff like that. Plus it has skill-building ebooks. So in the meantime, if you want more information or further training, you can shoot me an email at kate_weber, 1B as in boy, at soesd.k12.or.us. Thanks!